get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlyn? Yeah. Only done. Oh, Lex.
Look at the joy Caitlyn Clark is radiating after stepping away from the intense pressure of the WNBA. While the league and its fans are in an uproar over her enormous contract in Europe, Clark appears genuinely content with her decision to join the European League. The excitement surrounding her arrival is palpable, and the league is eager to welcome her with open arms. Next voice, next voice. What was once just a rumor has now become undeniable reality, sending fans into a frenzy. The chaos is palpable, and many supporters are struggling to make sense of it all. Some are still in disbelief, unable to shake the shock of Caitlyn Clark's departure from the WNBA, as if they're still trying to wake up from a nightmare.
What's the prevailing thoughts coming into this day? You know it's your last day, and those first 5 minutes compared to what you're feeling maybe now. Take us through the emotions of the day.
I think the biggest thing is, coming to this day, honestly, I'm just fortunate. I know this is the end. To be able to have that, whether that's sad, whether that's happy, whether that's, whatever.
It's not only the fans who are left puzzled by this unexpected turn of events. Analysts and sports commentators are also grappling to understand Caitlyn Clark's surprising decision. The move has left many in the sports world scratching their heads, struggling to piece together the reasoning behind her choice.
10 and 6 for you. And what we were just talking about, Caitlyn, is that you guys consistently are getting everybody's best game. Where does the energy, the motivation for you personally come from to deliver night in and night out?
I think just, being grateful that I get to take the court every single night with these girls. The opportunities are slowly dwindling for this season, and, that's just what it's kind of about. Come out and compete every night, no matter what season it is or what game it is. That's what it's all about. I thought we stepped up and played really well. I thought our first half we kind of slacked a little bit, but played some good defense there in the second half. They made some tough shots. They made tough twos, and that's what we're going to give up. But overall, I thought we, competed well. Nice to get everybody in the game, and just proud of our group.
The magnitude of the situation is difficult to fully comprehend, especially when you reflect on the profound impact Caitlyn Clark had on the WNBA during her rookie season. Now she's preparing to take on a new challenge across the Atlantic. Basketball fans worldwide are left wondering, how did we reach this moment? Why would a rising star like Clark, who has captivated fans with her incredible talent, choose such an unexpected and bold path?
And took a team that had won 30 combined games over the previous 4 years to its first playoff berth since 2016. Clark had a rookie record-setting year. Here she is.
I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team. And it was special. There was a lot of things that this group accomplished that, a lot of people probably didn't think was possible.
All right, Caitlyn finally getting a moment to breathe, right? As she just mentioned, didn't even get to reflect it all on her college career and just jumped right into things and had an epic season. How would you describe, Chanae, her historic career? Year this far.
Yeah, Caitlyn Clark came into the WNBA as the most impactful women's basketball player we've seen in a generation.
The shockwaves of Caitlyn Clark's departure go beyond just her decision to leave. They raise important questions about the wider impact. With Clark heading to Europe, what does this mean for the future of the WNBA, women's basketball in the United States, and the global landscape of the sport? The ramifications could be far-reaching, influencing the direction of women's leagues around the world.
Yeah, I think one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life is, committing to Coach Pluter has made to play for the University of Iowa, whether it's, the way our fans have supported me, whether it's been the way I've been able to represent my state where I grew up and I love the game of basketball, whether it's been my family being at every single game, there's not a regret in my mind of how things went. I'll be able to sleep every night, even though I never won a national championship. And I think that's the thing about everything I've done is there's so much to be proud of. I don't sit and sulk about the things that never happened. I just, my mom always taught me keep your head high, be proud of everything that you accomplished, and I think I'm still hungry for a lot more too. It's going to be a little weird, I think. I'm probably going to want to run out there on the court and keep playing for Coach Pluter. I wish I could have the best of both worlds, but I can't.
Above all, the question remains, how will the European League welcome Caitlyn Clark when she steps onto their courts? Clark is no ordinary player. She's a true standout. Every time she enters the game, the atmosphere shifts, becoming charged with energy. Her exceptional shooting precision, fearless attitude, and commanding presence transform the game in ways that few others can. She brings an electrifying dynamic to the court, setting her apart as a player who leaves a lasting impact wherever she goes.
I just think that she's elevating the profile of women's sports in a way that most women should deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate. She's a phenomenal player. She's a phenomenal shooter. I call her the Steph Curry of women's basketball. I've been calling her that since last year. And to speak to her, to be around her, she's got charisma, she's got style, she's got bravado, she's got class, she's smart as hell. Communicates her thoughts very, very well. She is so incredibly marketable that what she is doing on the collegiate level, her coming into the NBA and the WNBA, you could just feel, I don't want to use the word resentment at all, because it's not fair to women basketball players out there who may have critiqued her. But what I'm saying is that when you're talking about her greatness, it is perfectly okay for those who have been great to say, okay, let's see what you've got.
These qualities have propelled Caitlyn Clark into a global sensation, captivating audiences not just in the United States, but around the world. From her record-breaking college basketball career to her remarkable rookie season in the WNBA, Clark has consistently exceeded expectations. She continues to push boundaries, shattering records and reshaping the way the game is played.
Since 2019, the WNBA draft ratings were up 300% to 2.45 million. But the president is wrong here. She is compensated fairly. I'm sorry. After all, the one person not complaining here is Caitlyn Clark. She clearly is happy with this arrangement. We should also focus on the $500,000 that the commissioner says she will likely earn through incentives, not on her base salary. Ultimately, the WNBA players, like every professional league, collectively bargain their contracts and their share of the revenues as well. And while NBA players receive around half of league revenues, WNBA players do not. And the simple reason is they didn't meet thresholds laid out in their contract. The WNBA had revenues around $200 million last year. The NBA, $10.5 billion. One part of that discrepancy is attendance.
As Caitlyn Clark embarks on this career-defining move to Europe, it marks yet another extraordinary chapter in her already remarkable journey. Fans who have supported her since her college days are in awe of her bravery and determination to embrace new challenges. Her bold step is a testament to her relentless drive and passion for the game, inspiring admiration from all who have followed her path.
Caitlyn Clark adding another milestone, her latest coming Sunday in the Indiana Fever's 92-75 win over the Seattle Storm, as she broke the WNBA single-season rookie mark for assists. Stephen A.
She's the real deal. Listen, I believed in her from day one. You knew that she would only get better and better. She's averaging 17.8 points this season, 41% shooting, 33% from three-point range, leading the league in assists. Her last 5 games, Shannon, 22.5 points per game on 46% shooting, 11.4 assists per game. They've won 4 of their last 5, and now the Indiana Fever are 7th place overall and in playoff positioning. Caitlyn Clark is real. She's coming, and I still contend she should have been on Team USA, Shannon. You saw the attendance for Team USA compared to everybody else. If she was on that team, that wouldn't have been a problem. I stand by my position from day one. She's real.
Now, as she makes this career-defining move to Europe, it marks another amazing chapter in her already special career. Fans who have cheered for her since her college days are filled with admiration for her courage to face new challenges.
It's a sold-out crowd here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse as the Indiana Fever return for the second half of the 2024 season. And the 2024 season is one these fans will never forget.
Go Fever!
Go Fever!
Go Fever!
Fans from Iowa, South Carolina, Vermont, Texas, and even as far as Canada filled the stands Friday night to celebrate the return of the most watched team in the WNBA after a month-long hiatus.
It's our first time here, so we're just excited to come from Iowa, to come here, help support women's sports, basketball, Caitlyn Clark, the whole business.
It's everything. Girl dad, shout out all the girl dads out there. I love it to be able to come here, have fun, give my daughter the trip up. It's a trip of a lifetime.
My wife talked me into getting season tickets last year, and I'm so glad she did because we enjoy the heck out of this. This is just amazing.
We're ready to scream our lips off.
Yeah, I'm ready to lose my voice.
Caitlyn Clark has always carved her own path, but this latest decision places her in an entirely new environment. The European League is renowned for its fierce competition and unique style of play. The big question now is, how will she adapt? Will her extraordinary shooting precision and playmaking abilities translate seamlessly to this new league, or will she face fresh challenges that push her skills in unexpected ways? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Clark's presence will leave a lasting impression wherever she goes.
Not clear what she'll do. Current rights holders, ESPN ABC and Turner/TNT, are considered the favorites, but NBC/Peacock wants back in the game, and all eyes, of course, are on streaming. Amazon is a heavy favorite to get a package of games. YouTube, Apple, and even Netflix could factor in, and this will dramatically increase the money headed to both men's and women's players. Reports suggest the league is looking to double or even triple their current $24 billion annual deal. But ultimately, the question is this, and I thought Dr. Collins laid it out perfectly. An admission here, Kristen. I've never watched a WNBA game. I've never been to a WNBA game. Have you done either, or will you, now that she's in the league?
So Dave, this is a very good question for me because I have a very good answer. One, I'm from Iowa. So of course I fell in love with Clark when she played at Iowa. Two, I do think she's a good
Honestly, no one can predict exactly how Caitlyn Clark's career will unfold in Europe, and it's this uncertainty that makes her story so captivating. Fans and analysts alike are on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating how she will navigate this new and unfamiliar territory. Will the number 22 continue to dominate the court as she did in the WNBA, or will she face challenges that test her in unexpected ways? The excitement surrounding her next move is palpable, and the world will be watching closely.
To lead the league in assists. The other one was Tisha Penicheiro back in 1998. And I think the other thing you look at is only 2 other rookies have ever finished in the top 4 in MVP voting. Of course, Candace Parker set the standard in 2008 when she also won MVP. Diana Taurasi finished 3rd in MVP voting in 2004. And of course, Caitlyn Clark this year finished 4th. And then of course, when you look at what she helped do off of the court, there's not been another singular force like Caitlyn Clark in terms of driving TV ratings and ticket sales. There's no comp for her in that regard.
Absolutely. She has been must-see all season long, and just to think where she is going to go from here is really, really exciting. I gotta say though, Rebecca, a lot of fans, they were anticipating Caitlyn Clark becoming the 6th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. Obviously, that did not come to fruition. She was just 1 vote shy. Were you surprised at all?
I wasn't really surprised, just because anytime you have 67 people voting on something, everyone's not going to have the same opinion. And Angel Reese, of course, had a terrific season.